You can close the door. A lot of sound. Huh? It's okay. People will come. There's a regular class. It's okay. ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः श्रीकृष्णः परमात्मने नमः. Just 1 minute. So we had more or less completed 5th chapter completely. So in the 5th chapter, the 2 shlokas 28 and 29, we just browsed over it. We'll complete that a little more and then look at the summary of the 5th chapter and then go to the 6th chapter. So from the shloka 13 up to 20, Jnana Yoga was clearly explained, 13 to 20, and 21 and 22, it was sadhanani, Jnana Yoga sadhanani, and from 23 onwards it was Jnana Yoga Phalam. Okay. And 23 onwards, just close the door fully. Just close the door fully. A lot of sound. From 23 onwards up to 26 is the Phalam. And 27th shloka, Vyasacharya introduces Dhyana Yoga, and in 28 and 29 again comes back to Jnana Yoga and the chapter ends there. Okay. So 23 onwards to 26, Shaknoti haivaya sodum praksharira vimokshanat kamakrododbhavam vegam sayukta sa sukhi naraha. Iha eva yaha praksharira vimokshanat shaknoti kamakrododbhavam vegam sodum sayuktaha sa sukhi naraha. That person who is able to completely give up kamakrododbhavam vegam, kamat udbhavam vegam, krodhat udbhavam vegam. Vegam is manaschanchalata. That mind, disturbed mind, who is able to drop it. That means kamakrodha jayam, who can do. When Praksharira vimokshanat iha eva yaha sodhum shaknoti. Before giving up this body, who can win over or who can overcome that disturbances coming out of kama and krodha, sa yuktaha, he is the only eligible person, sa sukhi naraha, he is a mukta purushaha. Okay. Yaha antas sukha antaramaha antararamaha tatha antarjyotihi eva yaha sa yogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutaha adhigacchati. Again, as we had discussed the various stages and steps moving from karma yoga, I'm just muting everyone. Moving from karma yoga to jnana yoga and finally jnana nishtha. That is how very nicely in 2 lines, in 2 shlokas, in a different way it has been put. Yaha antas sukha antararamaha antarjyotihi eva yaha yogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutaha adhigacchati. Close the door fully. Yeah. So it starts with antararamaha. Yaha antaha aramaha. Who has got that inner equipoise mind, relaxed mind. Antas sukhaha. Who has got that shama dama sahita mind which is undisturbed. Sayogi, that person who is connected with this jnanam and want to be fully established in the jnanam, he goes to a guru and gets the jnanam. What? Antarjyotihi. I am that Antarjyotihi, that Brahma Tattvam is me and nothing else. And Brahma Bhuto Digacchati Brahma Nirvanam. Brahma Bhutaha Adhigacchati. He gets that Brahma Jnanam here and now, and after that he still has Prarabdha Karma. That Prarabdha Karma completes when he gets Brahma Nirvanam post death. Okay, post giving up this body, he gets Brahma Nirvanam. So, first Antaha Aramaha Antas Sukhaha Yogi Antarjyotihi Brahma Bhutaha Brahma Nirvanam Adhigacchati. That is a path in which the person will progress ahead. What happens? Labhante Brahma Nirvanam Rishayaha Kshina Kalmashaha Chinna Dvaida Yatatmanam Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. Again, the same Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga told in a different way. Different steps. First is what? Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. One who has got compassion with everyone. Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. Kshina Kalmashaha. Rishayaha Kshina Kalmashaha. Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha Rishayaha Kshina Kalmashaha Yatatmanaha Chinnadvaida Brahma Nirvanam Labhante. Do you see something you are able to understand, or it's all bouncers 4 and 6 I am hitting? I can see complete blankness and nothing else. All are sitting like Parabrahman. Nirguna Brahma, like you all are all sitting. No reaction at all. Whatever I say, Parabrahma. That means I can understand that nothing has gone in. Okay. Labhante Brahma Nirvanam Rishayaha Kshina Kalmashaha Chinnadvaida Yatatmanam Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha means what? You can put the Sarvabhuta Hite Rata earlier also and later on also. It fits, no problem. You can put it as Brahma Nirvanam Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha. That is also perfectly right. who only has benefit of everyone, nothing else. Okay? That person, first, Rishayaha, 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 sense control and equanimous mind. Shamadama Sampannaha Rishayaha. Why? Kshina Kalmashaha is coming. After Kshina Kalmashaha, Rishayaha. What is Kshina Kalmashaha? Kalmashaha Kshinaha. Kshinaha is removal. Kalmashaha Papam or impurity. That means Ashuddhi removal. Chittau Ashuddhi Nivaranam eva Chitta Shuddhihi. Correct? Removal of Ashuddhi from the Chitta is called Chitta Shuddhi. What is removal of Ashuddhi? Kshina Kalmashaha. Kshinaha means to reduce. Kalmashaha means impurity. How does he reduce the impurity? By Karma Yogena Kshina Kalmashaha. Rishayaha Karma Yogena Kshina Kalmashaha Tadanantaram Yatatmanaha Yatatmanaha Atmajnana Labdhva Chinnadvaidha Shravananantaram Mananam. Chinnadvaidha equal to Mananam. Dvaidha means two different. Dvidha. Chinna means removal. Advitiya. No two. That means no doubts. Doubt means ye hai ki wo hai. Dvaidha. Man Dvaidha moves here and there. Chinna Dvaidha means very firmly established on one. Okay. Sthira Buddhihi Chinna Dvaidha. Okay. Then once Samshaya Nivarananantaram Viparyaya Nivaranam Brahma Nirvanam. Correct? So Brahma Nirvanam is Nididhyasananantaram Jivan Muktihi. Nididhyasananantaram kim? Sarvabhuta hite rataha. His whole life is only for people. Uplifting people, helping people, doing what is good for them. Sarvabhuta hite rataha. So Sarvabhuta hite rataha can also be a start. If that itself is not there, none of this will come. When the moment that thought of many beneficiaries start, then only Karma Yoga can start. If that thought of many beneficiaries are not there, Karma Yoga will never start. It will be Karma only. Karma gift trapped as Karma Yoga. Karma gift trapped as Karma Yoga. बाहर दिखाने के लिए कर्मा योगा है, लेकिन अंदर से मालूम है कर्मा ही कर रहे. Gift trapped. So Sarvabhuta hite rata is a basic requirement there to enter into spirituality. And that paripakvata fully once happens, then it is a very natural for that person. He doesn't have to think, or she doesn't have to think and do. It naturally happens. Every activity will be more and more beneficiaries will be involved in it at all times. Satvikam karma eva. Clear? Okay. How does he do it? Kama krodha viyuktanam yatinam yata chetasam abhito brahma nirvanam vartate viditatmanam. Same earlier shloka told in a different way. So Shravana Manana Nididhyasana Karma Yoga Anantaram Jnana Yoga Shravana Manana Nididhyasana clearly given here. Kama Krodha Viyuktanam. Kama Viyuktaha Krodha Viyuktaha. Okay. Yatinam Yata Chetasam. Kama Krodha Viyuktanam is Karma Upasana Anantaram. Yatinam Yata Chetasam Shravana Mananadi Sadhana. Is it clear? yatinam yatachetasam atmanam vidita. Knowing this Atma and being established vartate abhitaha brahma nirvanam. He gets into atyantika mukti. There is an apekshika mukti and atyantika mukti. What is apekshika mukti and what is atyantika mukti? Every term is the same. Only different names are given. Apekshika, tatkalika nirvanam is what? Jivan mukti. And what is atyantika mukti? After that, what is it called? Jivan mukti, videha mukti. Okay. So first, with yatachetasam abhitaha brahma nirvanam, he will complete viditatmanam abhitaha, he will come to apekshika mukti. Then he will continue till atyantika mukti. Live, because he has to live. Prarabdha has to get exhausted. Same, these shlokas are just giving in a different perspective the same. See, if 3 shlokas are telling the same thing, that also gives tatparya nirnaya of the chapter. What is the chapter's name? Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Not Sannyasa Yoga. Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Okay. We'll come to the chapter meaning again. So very clearly these are referring to Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Jnana followed by Karma Sannyasa. He will. Sannyasa is not separation. What is sannyasa? Samamnyasyate iti sannyasaha. Completely being 100% into that, being in the present, into doing whatever is being done. That is samamnyasaha. Everything 100% at that present moment is sannyasaha. Okay, so karma sannyasa, he will follow the path of karma, being fully involved in it without being attached. You can be fully involved in it without being attached. Lipyate Padmapatra ivambhasa. Na lipyate Padmapatra ivambhasa. It will be like the water on the lotus leaf, not touching but not attaching. Anytime with a small effort, it will just go off. Okay, right. Then he introduces in the 27th shloka the next one. Now, why is this? See, after telling all this, what was the necessity to bring this shloka at all? Jnana yoga, jnana sadhanani, jnana phalam going on. Suddenly one place, one dhyanam is being bought. Sparshan kritva bahirbahyan chakshushchaivantare bhruvoh pranapano samau kritva nasabhyantara charinau. Why did he bring this? Means what? Sparshan kritva bahirbahyan chakshushchaivantare bhruvoh pranapano samau kritva nasabhyantara charinau. Simple meaning, who wants to tell? That means what is it called? What is it called? Pratyahara. So with pratyahara, then sparshan kritva bahirbahyan chakshushchaiva antare bhruvoho. Focus at your eyebrow center. Pranapano samau kritva nasabhyantara charinau. Nasa abhya antara charinau. Abhi antara, in and out. Nasa, through the nostril. What? Vayuhu. Vayuhu abhi antara charinau. Move the breath in and out, not haphazardly. For what? Pranapanau samau kritva. That means do pranayama to get prana and apana balanced properly. Samau kritva. Balancing the prana and apana through your nostrils by movement of the air. But before that, focus at the eyebrow center. But before that, disconnect yourself from the external world. That means sit in the proper place. Disengage yourself with the external world. Focus at your eyebrow center and start doing pranayama till you balance your prana and apana. What is this? Preparation. For what? Preparation for what? Dhyana. Okay. So he brings, now, is this got any connection to the previous shloka? Not for a sannyasi.
Sir, for introduction to next.
Why? Where did this, all this chitta ekagrata and all, jnanam is over here. Is over already. Jnana phalam is being talked. Why? Why suddenly introduce something and after that what? Yatendriya mano buddhir munirmoksha parayanaha vigatecha bhaya krodaha yassada mukta eva saha. Who is a mukta purushaha? Yatendriya mano buddhihi. Yata indriya mano buddhihi munihi moksha parayanaha. Okay. Vigata ichha bhaya krodaha yaha sada mukta eva saha. Indriyaha manaha buddhihi munihi moksha parayanaha. This munihi, for the moksha, mana, buddhi and indriyas, he disconnects completely from what? Vigati ichha bhaya krodaha. He completely disconnects with ichha, bhaya and krodha. This ichha, bhaya, krodha requires what? Mano, buddhihi, indriyani, sanghata with the object. Manaha, buddhi and indriyas, unless it is engaged with the object, that will give you what? What does that give you? When I engage my manas, buddhi and indriya with an object, with a vishaya, what does it give me? What does it give me? Chora se bolo. Why fear? Will give what? Kamaha, kamaha. Further engagement will make it krodaha. And then bhaya. Okay. Sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sammohaha sammohat smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramshat buddhi nasho buddhi nashat pranashyati. So that is given in 3rd chapter. So he is very clearly told what happens. So nip it at the bud, because where is that bud? The moment manasa buddhya indriyena saha vishayani vartante, the moment I go through this indriyas to the vishaya, immediately there is something which gets generated in me which is called kamaha, which then further matures to krodaha, then can go to bhayaha, moha, lobha, everything. So kama krodod bhayam, kama krodod bhavam vegam. Wait, here it will be vigate ichha bhaya krodaha. Vigate ichha bhaya krodaha. So kama is ichha. Correct? Bhayaha and krodaha. Yaha sada mukta evasa. Because dvaitat bhayam bhavati. The moment you have more than one, there is something called a fear sets in. See, how do you know this? This is another very important aspect. How do you understand this word bhaya? Do you have a bhaya now in this class? Do you fear anything in this class right now? Is there a fear? Okay. Suppose you had come 15 minutes earlier and then there is no one in the class and 2 minutes are left for the class to start, even I have not come. What is the state of mind? Is it a confusion or is it a bhaya there? The confusion turns very quickly into bhaya. Am I all alone? First, am I all alone? Have I not read something and become an April Fool myself? Aaj class nahi hai, main aa gaya kya? That is a bhaya. It is not a confusion, it is a bhaya. Okay. So, when there is a second one, this bhaya will automatically come. That second need not be here. The absence of that. Every day you are very happy sleeping in your house. One day the other members are not there and you have to sleep alone. You off the light. What happens? You know no one is there. You know you have off the light. You know you are all alone. So very confidently you should sleep. If others are there, you may fear, I agree. When no one is there, fear sets in. That is how that bhaya works. Huh? Bhaya is not in presence of people. Bhaya is always in absence of people. When you separate yourself and you know there is a second one, then bhaya starts. That is why dvaitat bhayam bhavati. If there is no second, there is no bhayam.
That means absence and no second means almost.
Absence of a second one. Advitiya eva abhayam. Advitiya, I and something other than me. When you walk on the road here, bhayam nasti. Even however was that tanker will come in front of me, I don't fear. Inside a jungle, you don't see anything. With every step, you will keep seeing. Why? Kidhar se koi aaya to? Any animal comes or anything. Why? Nothing is visible, huh? But that bhayam starts. Here the tanker fellow is coming in full speed. He will just hit you and go, but there is no bhayam. Are you able to get that? Bhayam comes out of that unknown imagination, is that where that bhayam comes. There is a second, the moment a thought comes, bhayam comes there. That is why when you are sleeping in deep sleep and even if a snake is sitting on you, you will not have bhayam. Why? There is no second one called a snake in your sleep. No bhayam. But the moment there is no snake and you get a swapna of a snake, there is a second. And bhayam has come in. Are you able to get that? So, kama vigate cha bhaya krodaha. Kama krododbhavam vegam. Earlier it had come. Vigata ichha bhaya krodaha. Ichha bhayaha krodaha. 3. Because the... Huh? Second is?
We have a second because of the thought of second.
What is, thought of something other than me. What is second? Anything other than me is second now. Let it be a real human, let it be a real animal, or let it be an imaginary bhoot, or including God. Even if a God comes, Bhagwan aa gaya, abhi main kya karu? Why? Bhayam. Another Bhagwan is this. I don't know what that will do. If it's a monkey, I know what that monkey will do. But this Bhagwan, what he will do, God knows. Na? So Bhayam will start.
And how does this thought go? That द्वितीय का thought कैसे जाएगा?
द्वितीय का थॉट जाने के लिए विगतेच्छा भय क्रोधः.
इच्छा नहीं है, then also the like snake is not my ichha, but it comes from the Vidya, it is there, I will be there, even if I don't have that desire.
So what is the question? How it will go?
Yes.
That is why the 6th chapter is there. Huh?
All types of fear are ultimately accumulation.
Your only fear, you have created a fear. Fear is not the actual. You have created yourself a fear called an illusion. If
There's no existence beyond the mind.
if if it was real, you would never win it. The fact that you are winning it, you are winning over your fears means what? That actually doesn't exist. I created myself a superimposed fear and I myself break it and come out of it saying that now I don't have a fear. For that you do some sadhana to come out of it. पानी देख के जिसको डर है धीरे धीरे पानी में जाके 4 बार पानी में गया 50 बार पानी में गया तो हाँ अभी पानी से नहीं. हाइट पे जाने के बाद किसी को फियर है तो धीरे धीरे जाके स्लोली दैट फियर गोज ऑफ. You have to put an effort, it won't go by itself. Because you have created that phantom which is not there. You have to do something to break it and remove it. You may take help, but finally you have to do it because it's your own created fear. Correct?
So if a snake is there and if we should not fear about it, please, we should have
Why should you fear if the snake is there? The snake is there. You don't have to go near it and touch my snake, you don't have to do. Let the snake go its way, you go your way. Why should you fear?
so that awareness should be there.
Awareness, no. That awareness, more than that, there is something behind that which has to be very clearly fortified. Then only that awareness will work. That's. Huh?
The fear is not of the snake, but of maybe death or maybe a deeper fear.
Whatever it is not even death or anything it could be. It is different than me. That thought is making the fear.
Advaita is talking about that.
Advitiya, there is no separate. That snake has a different upadhi, I have a different upadhi. That is Brahman, I am Brahman. That's all. Where is it different than me? That doesn't mean that I have to go and hug the snake. No. No one says that. That is foolishness. Correct? It has got guna dharma, it will do its job. If you know that it can be a threat to me and my existence, you be away from it. You don't have to go close to it. Known fears. Unknown fears, don't stop imagining. How do you stop imagining? By fixing your mind somewhere where you don't have to imagine. Fix your mind somewhere. That is why that only when Shraddha comes, fears can start going. You have to tie yourself into a place. वो खूटी पे बांध के रखेगा तो अपने आप बाकी सब निकल जाएगा. Only that wayward mind is creating a fear. Fix the mind. Right? So, kamaha, very clearly, my desires, I know I can stop it. Krodaha, okay, I nip it at kama, fine. But bhaya, what do? I focus my mind. On what? Saguna Ishvaraha. Then Nirguna Brahmaha. Okay? Right? So, now you understand that why did he put that shloka in between? It is very easily said that you tame your mind. Get your mind under control. How to get the mind into control now? Is there a way to get? Upanishads keep on telling, get your mind into control. It doesn't give us sadhana how to do it. Bhagavad Gita gives us sadhana in the 6th chapter. So, as much as from the Upanishad it says that you tame your mind, how to tame the mind? Because mind is an instrument. It needs to be tamed. And how to tame it is coming in the next chapter. And because that is coming in the next chapter, he wants to say that just by telling that I will control my mind, the mind doesn't get controlled. There needs to be a proper way to control the mind, like shanai shanaihi. Slowly. Where did this come? Shanai shanai? Anyone? What is the shloka? Yatha simho gajo vyagro bhavedvashya shanai shanaihi tathaiva sevito vayum anyatha hantikarakam. Anyata hantikarakam. If the shloka is not here, it will not work. That is why the shloka has to be here, then it starts working. Very clearly, like that Bhagavad Gita has to be here. Then one by one, when you need it, it will start working. Even if you do not know it by heart, at least you should know this particular area. It is going to talk in these shlokas, in these chapters. You can go and refer. If you say, let me find out that one shloka in the 700 shlokas, then it is picking up a small, what do you call, in a haystack. Don't do that. Then what? You will further say, छोड़ो, गीता भी नहीं मानते, solution भी नहीं मानते, छोड़ दो. Frustration ज़्यादा आ गया, वो मत करो. Okay, so यतेन्द्रिय मनोबुद्धि मुनिर्मोक्षपरायणः विगदेच्छा भयक्रोधः यस्सदा मुक्त एव सः भोक्तारं यज्ञतपसां सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं सुहृदं सर्वभूतानां ज्ञात्वा मां शान्तिं रिच्छति. Okay, it's not prichati, it is richati. Rich dhatu. Bhoktaram yajñatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. Yajña cha tapasa bhoktaram maheshwaram sarvalokam jnatva. Bhoktaram. Bhoktaram. What is the shabdam? Bhoktri. Dvitiya ekavachanam. Bhoktaram. Okay. To a person who is enjoyer. Of what? Yajnanam tapasanam phalam bhoktaram. Okay. How does he enjoy this? He does the yajna, he does the tapas. How does he enjoy the fruits of that? Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, who is the enjoyer of that? And that enjoyer is giving me that enjoyment. When I am doing a yajna and tapas, it is for that person who is enjoying, that person is distributing it to me and I am enjoying it that way. Okay. Suhridam sarvabhutanam jnatva. In the same way, a jnani, his enjoyment is sarvabhuta hite rataha. Suhridam sarvabhutanam. What is suhridam? Hrida. Udara is what? Saha udara. Correct? So brothers, sisters, siblings, sahodara. Suhrida. Good for heart to heart with everyone. Suhrida, that word, Suhrida is friend. That is why an easier meaning of that is friend. But what it means, a well-wisher, one who thinks same as you, is Suhrida. Okay. Suhridam sarvabhutanam. Suhridam sarvabhutanam, including cockroach and snake. Suhridam. I like everything except I cannot stand this. Gone. समझ में आ रहा है? That except I cannot stand it, why you say gone? बाकी सब तो है, एक को छोड़ सकते हैं ना? Apart from that, why does this Dvitiya come? Why does this Dvitiya come? What is the Moola Karana of this Dvitiya?
We are considering the Atma and the Sharira, mind body components. We are looking at a person from not as a.
Who is looking?
When you have this.
Who is we? We. Is your manas? Is the manas looking? Anatma. Who? Who is considering? Who is I? Is it the mind? Who is creating that another one? You understand now? So far as that is the Moola Karanam, Ahankara Moola Karanameva, Kama Krodaha, Dvitiyaha, everything is an outcome of that Ahankara. That Moola Karanam is still sitting. Even if you give one exception, that Moola Karanam is sitting, that is why that one exception is there. Are you able to understand? Ahaminashabha, that has to completely move it out. Then only that jnanam will work. So far as ahankara is there, that manifestation of ahankara is in the form of kamaha, krodaha, bhayaha, dvitiyaha. Correct? Suhridam sarva bhutanam. See the beauty. Suhridam sarva bhutanam. The moment you say sarva bhutanam eka athava aneka. Sarva bhutanam ekaha iti anekaha. Grammar is required, then you will understand it clearly. Bhutanam. Oh, by mistake they wrote. Sarva Bhutanam means what? Many. Sarva Bhutanam, the moment you say I accept many, Suhridam. Isn't this statement now actually talking exactly the opposite of what you need to do? Are you understanding it? Then why is Suhritam Sarva Bhutanam written here? For Vyavaharika Buddhi, which is the other way to show the manifestation. For the Jnani, doesn't see it as Sarva Bhutanam, but for all Ajnani, they say Sarva Bhutanam only, no? So for Vyavahara, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. For a Jnani, there is nothing called Suhrida and there is nothing called Sarva Bhutanam. Ekameva Advitiyam Atma, when he says, where is Suhridam? Good heart. For Anatma. When Anatma is not existing, where is good Anatma and bad Anatma? Correct? From Jnani's perspective, nothing of this is there. Why? Why do we take such a meaning? The first sentence clearly says, Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Ajnani Drishtya Athava Jnani Drishtya. Ajnani Drishtya. Ajnani Drishtya. So the second line has to continue that way. And if that person has an Ajnani's Drishti becomes Sarva Bhutanam Suhridam without an exception, they consider, and this person clearly knows, Shantim Richati. He is at ever peace. He is completely detached, or he doesn't have any connection with anything, because that ego itself is not there. That individuality is not there. Is it clear? Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishnarjuna Samvade Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Panchamodhyayaha. Karma Sannyasa Yogaha. Okay. Sannyasa to karma. Correct? By this you are going to do sannyasa to karma. That means giving up karma. Correct? Yes. Some are saying yes. Some are saying yes. Some are saying no. I didn't understand. Which is correct now? Sannyasam to karma or sannyasta karma? Sannyasta karma, not sannyasam to karma. Okay. So, karma sannyasa yogaha, sanyasta karmana sanyogaha iti panchamodhyayaha. That means externally you don't have to give up any karma, but whatever you are doing has to be very clearly focused that it is one and no attachment to anything. That means no association to anything automatically, which means there is no individuality. Clear? Okay. Any doubts on this chapter? Otherwise, you want a quick summary? I think you all are going to tell summary today. Anyone who wants can start the summary. Half an hour summary, your session. I will listen. From now onwards, after the chapter summary, you all have to give. Some, whichever way you know, doesn't matter. Don't worry. At least you try to tell what you know. Even if it is right, wrong, doesn't matter. Little by little, at least 4 shlokas, then another 4 shlokas, keep going. Don't go to detail, but keep building on the idea. Yeah. Who wants to start? Start. Munir Moksha Parayana. I am going to sit. And in any case, I don't have ichha that you all will all tell fantastic. I know I don't teach that good. So don't worry about it. Say whatever you have learned.
Arjuna starts with the question whether I should renounce karma or do karma. He looks at sannyasam karmana krishna punaryogan cha shamsasi ichche rityogehu inge buddhi sanchicha. So he still has a doubt whether we should do karma or renounce karma.
So for benefit of others, if they cannot hear, the answer is Arjuna asks a question to Krishna, should I do karma or should I not do karma? You please clarify this and tell me one thing. Don't confuse me. So now Bhagavan says, yeah.
So Krishna says among the karma yoga is preferred because most of us are in the pravati mark. Karma yoga is Krishna says. Because most of us are in the pravati mark.
Where did he see that? Where did he say that? He has not told any of those things.
Sannyasa karma yogascha vishvayas kayostu karma sannyasa karma yoga vishvayas. Karma yoga is karma yoga.
Both reach the same goal, but among the two, karma yoga is vishesh.
Correct. Both of them
Reach the same.
end up at the same destination. But compared to karma sannyasa, karma yoga is what is preferred. What is preferred? Why? Why such a statement he made?
Because Arjuna is Grihastha, is Kshatriya, Grihastha. For him it is.
No, but let us keep Arjuna aside. Let us keep Arjuna aside. That means then if this is only applicable for Arjuna, then it need not be applicable for us. We can claim ourselves as exception.
We can't be without doing karma even for Arjuna.
So,
You can't do sannyasa of karma. You can't give up karma.
Correct? So,
I keep doing, convert that karma to karma yoga.
so the question of sannyasam, the first word in that chapter is giving up. And what did Krishna do? Change the meaning of the word sannyasa is completely get involved in the karma with all samam nyasta. Okay, he says sannyasah karma yogascha nishreyasah karavubhav. Sannyasah is sannyasa ashramah. Karma yoga is grihastha ashramah. Out of that, grihastha ashrama is better. Why did he say that? He says, don't drop everything and go. Don't drop na karmana na prajaya dhanena. Don't do it. Why?
Because if you are not mentally ready to take up sannyasa,
One answer.
then there is no point.
That is one answer. That is Vishesha Lakshanam. Samanya Lakshanam. That is Vishesha, specific. Because someone will be saying that, yes, I am ready for it. I am not cut out for this, I am cut out for that only, I will go there. That is Vishesha. But what is Samanya?
Samanya, we are all in the
Not Grihastha. No, Samanya is not Grihastha. No, you have given answer already. Samanya is irrespective of all these. These are all Vishesha what you are saying. Nahi kaschit kshanam api jato tishthatya karma krite. That is not even a moment when we are not doing karma. So where is karma sannyasa? That question itself is a wrong question. It doesn't arise. It's an imaginary state. No. So you will be always doing some karma. When you say karma sannyasa, it only means I am renouncing activities in the external world and continuing maximum activity in my inner world. That is what that sannyasa ashrama is doing. But there is a heavy amount of karma happening internally. Mentally you are doing a lot of karma. What is upasana? Manasam karma. So you are doing a lot of karma. Nididhyasanam manasam karma. If you are alert, if you are sensitive, manasam karma. Correct? So he says, compared to cutting off external karma and going into internal sannyasa, it is better for you to be connected to the external world and do your work. How to do the work? Next shloka. Who is a nitya sannyasi? Yo nadveshti na kankshati. He Arjuna nyayaha sa nitya sannyasi yo nadveshti na kankshati na nirdvandvaha. He Mahabaho Arjuna sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Meaning? So, who is that nitya sannyasi? Na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvaha. What is nirdvandvaha? So nirdvandvaha, dvandva will lead to what? Bhaya. See how the connection is? Yo nadveshti kama, na kankshati nadveshti kama krodha, nirdvandvaha bhayam. The same three are connected at the last. Are you able to get it? Sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Sukham bandhat. Bandhat pramuchyate means what? From. Bandhat, panchami, from. Attachment. Bandhat, from the attachment. Sukham, towards, to kaivalyam. Pramuchyate. Prakarshena munchati. Pramuchyate. Prakrishtena muchyati. Then Sankhya yoga pratagbala pravadanti na panditaha. Ekamapyastitas samyak ubhayor vindate phalam. Quick, someone here?
One who thinks that Karma Yoga and Sannyasa is different is a Muda.
Childish.
Yeah.
Prathak balaha. There are only two different words for attaining the same result. Okay. Ubhayor vindate phalam. Come on, someone from here. Yat sankhya if prapyate sthanam tadyogairapi gamyate ekam sankhyancha yogancha yaf pashyati sapashyati.
For a sannyasa and for a grahastha, the destination is the same. It's moksha only. But the time taken to reach the destination may be different. One may reach faster than the other.
Okay. Ekam sankhyamcha yogancha yaf pashyati sapashyati. What is yaf pashyati sapashyati? Yaha, one who sees this in such a manner is only seeing it properly. Seeing that yoga and sankhya reach the same destination, one who sees these two properly this way is only correctly seeing it. That means the others are prathak balaha. Like childish, they are seeing it differently. Are you a sannyasi? Are you a grahastha? What are you doing? Rather than seeing the quality and how they are doing it, they are looking at the setup, the way they are and how they are doing it, the outwardly, and they are judging based on that. Okay. Next. Sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptuma yogatah yoga yukto munir brahma nachirena digacchati. Hey mahabaho, dukkhamaptum ayogatah sanyasaha tu. One who is not prepared, who has prematurely gone to sannyasa ashrama, will attain dukkha because that mental preparedness is not there, right? It is for running away from one problem, the person goes there. The mind has not changed. With a prepared mind, when you go there, there is no problem. But with an unprepared mind, when you go there, dukkhamaptum. Yoga yukteor muni brahma nachirena digacchati. Yoga yuktaha muni brahma, that person who is still in grihastha, correct? Yoga yuktaha, who is completely doing all the activities, nachirena digacchati, he will attain that moksha padam being in this ashrama compared to the person who has gone there for sukham apnoti but ends up in dukkham. Okay, if the right perspective is understood, the ashrama is only a setup which only enables and disables, but that is not the one which is the deciding factor. It is you who is the deciding factor, and understand that. Then naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manyeta tattvavit pashyan shrinvan sprichan jigran ashnan gachan swapan shwasan pralapan visrajan grannan nunmishan nimishannapi indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta iti dharayan.
This is the seventh shloka.
Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyah sarva bhutatma bhutatma kurvannapi na lipyate. Come on. Someone who will explain each word here. Very clearly, new words have been put for the same thing. Yoga yuktaha vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyaha sarva bhutatma bhutatma.
Yoga yukta means buddhi control.
Karma yogaha. Yoga yuktaha means karma yogi. Then
Vishuddhatma means vairagya, submission. Vishuddhatma means submission and prasada bhavana. Vairagya.
what is vijitatma? And what is Vishuddhatma? So what is Vijitatma? Okay, Dhamma, Shama. Okay, then what is Sarvabhutatma, Bhutatma? Jnana Yoga. Sarvabhutatma, Bhutatma. Sarvabhutatma, Bhutatma. What is the meaning?
Jitendriya is Dhamma.
Jitendriya is Dhamma. Correct. Jitendriya is Dhamma. Correct.
And Vijitatma is Shama.
Vijitatma is Shama. And what is Vishuddhatma? Vairagya. Vairagya. What is Sarvabhutatma, Bhutatma? What is Bhuta? Bhuta.
All existing,
Living beings on the earth. Yeah? Bhutatma. What is Bhutatma? What is the meaning of this Atma? Bhutatma. Devatma. Devatma. Mahatma.
Mahanatma.
What is that?
If Bhut is all living beings living on the earth, then Bhutatma, that is Atma, which is there in all the living beings.
No.
That is what?
No. Here, if you end up that way, then the next word will give you a bigger problem. Sarva Bhutatma means what now? If you say Bhutatma is Atma, what is Sarva Bhutatma? Sarva Bhutatma, Bhutatma. Please understand, the word is coming like this. Sarva Bhutatma, Bhutatma. Sarva Bhutatmanam Bhutatma.
Atma that is present in all.
Atma also means king. Atma also means controller. Atma also means the person who manages. Raja is an Atma. First is Bhutatma. What is Bhutatma? Individuality. That I is controlling that Jiva. Correct? Who is the Bhutatma of this Bhutatma? Atma. Sarva Bhutatma, Bhutatma is capital I of all the small I's. One capital I of all the small I's. Kurvan api naka lipyate. That person is the doer, but will never get tainted. Because Bhutatma Kurvan 100% lipyate. Bhutatma Kurvan api na lipyate. समझ में आ रहा है? Clear?
This word is there even in Vishnu Sahasranam.
Where does it come? Bhutatma Paramatma cha Muktanam Paramagatihi. Only Bhutatma is there. There what does Bhutatma mean? Atma. Antaram Yamayati Antaratma. Antaryami. One who is completely pervades everywhere and controls everything is that Antara Atma. Okay. Bhutatma is one who is pervading into everyone. That is Atma there. Specifically here given Bhutatma, Bhutatma means, otherwise what will be the problem? Tell. If both the Bhutatma you will give the same meaning, then you will get a problem of, a technical problem will come. Repetition of the same word, Punarukti dosham will come. So you have to give a different meaning for both the Bhutatma, so that Punarukti dosham doesn't come. And in this context, if Bhutatma of Vishnu Sahasranamam is Atma, which is the Sarva Bhutatma, one is there, the second one is there, that one who is actually managing all the second is Kurvan Napi Na Lipyate. Why? The other one who is actually participating, Lipyate. Is it clear? Okay. Then, Naiva Kinchit Karo Biti Yukto Manyeta Tattvavit. Again now directly it has jumped to Sarva Bhutatma. Naiva Kinchit Karo Miti. That capital I, as though is speaking, Kinchit aham naiva karomi iti. I do not do even an iota of the thing. Like that, naiva kinchit karomi iti. Tattvavit yukto manyeta. That tattvavit, one person who knows that tattva, always believes that I do not do even a small thing, an iota of thing. But activities go on. How they are going? Pashyan, Shrinvan, Sprashan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Shwasan, Pralaban, Visrajan, Grannan, Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi. Come on. Pashyan, Shrinvan. This at least someone tell from here. Simple words. All activities which you do throughout the day. Pashyan, Pashyan, Shrinvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Shwasan, Pralapan, talking, Visrajan, excretion, Grannan, Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi, battling of the eyelid, opening, closing. Unmishan, Nimishan. That one Nimeshaha is one truti, one closure of the eyelid. That is a fraction of the time. That is the base of a time. Nimeshaha means one truti, one closure of the eye and opening. That is one unit of time, it is considered. Okay. So, Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi, including all these are activities. It comes back to what? Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatuk tishthatya karmakrat. That is why he said, sleeping is also an activity. Don't say I don't do any activity in sleeping. Sleeping itself is an activity. That is why you get up from sleeping. You stop that activity, right, when you wake up. That's why he has given, na? Pashyan, Pashyan, Shrinvan, Sprashan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan. Swapan means what? Swapiti, sleeping. It's an activity. Okay. Then, what happens in all this? Indriyani indriyarteshu vartanti vartante iti dharayan. Indriyani indriyarteshu vartante. Indriyani. What is indriyani? Indriyani. Indriyani. All the indriyas. Bahuvachana. Prathama bahuvachana. Indriyartheshu. Indriya artheshu. Artheshu. In all the objects. Vartate, te vartate. They all completely are based out of it. They sit, they are established. All the activities, my indriyas are going to the objects and are established on that. They are just doing that activity. Karya Karana Sangata is just happening. I am disconnected out of that. I am disconnected out of it, but they are just happening. Like what? When I walk, I see hundreds of people. I keep walking because my mind is not connected to anyone. One person who comes in front and says, hello, acha, you are there, means what? That is the time that mind has come out and got connected to this person. Till that, eyes are seeing all the colors. Eyes are able to know when the vehicle is coming. You automatically leg moves to the side. सामने से कोई opposite side में से, wrong side में से गाड़ी आया तो you move. You don't go and bang. Why? I am busy thinking. You don't say that. Eyes are doing its job. Correct? Ears are listening to all the sound, all the honking sound, speaking sound, birds chirping sound, everything is heard. But you don't connect to it. That is pratyahara. Complete pratyahara. Why? Mind is fixed on something. Okay. And karya karana sangata is happening. Continuously happening. Is it clear? Then, brahmanyadhaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha lipyate nasapapena padmapatramivambasa kaye namanasa buddhya kevalairindriyairapi yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atmashuddhaye. All have got similar meaning, only just variations they have bought. Brahmani adhaya karmani. Come on, quickly. It's not an explanation, this is summary now. Don't get into explanation. Anyone else?
By surrendering all the karmas to the Lord, and not get attached to the fruits of all the karmas, the karma yogi, saha, karma yogi, yaha, Jo Purush, karma yogi doesn't, it acts like Padma Patra Iva, lotus leaf, which is there in the
Iva ambasa. Ambasa means water on the leaf of the lotus. A drop of water like that. Papena na lipyate. It doesn't attach. It is very, very loosely held on, and with just a trickle it will go off. Like that, the karma phala is sitting on the person who does the work like this. Okay, don't say there is no karma phala. Karma phala will be there, but it can be very easily washed off. Gone. Yeah? Kayena manasa buddhya kevalaihi indriyairapi. Only through indriyas it is happening. Kayena manasa buddhya yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva. Kayena manasa buddhya indriyena saha yoginaha karma kurvanti. But completely detached from the Atma. I am the Atma. My antennas are doing their job. I am not doing the job. Their job, whatever it is there, they are doing it, and that karya karana sangata is there. I am a witness to it. I am seeing it, but I am not participating in it. As the light witnessing all the activities does not participate, but you can never say that the light is not there, because if light was not there, you would not have seen anything. So the fact that space and light, akashavati, prakashavati is there, Atma is there, but doesn't participate and just witnesses everything which this anatma karya karana sangata is happening. Now it is our job to own either the anatma part or the atma part. If you are atma shuddhaye, you will own the atma part and drop the anatma part like a hot potato. If you are yogi, you will do that. If you are bhogi, you will say atma ko sab baad mein देखेंगे, पहला जो मिला है उसको फोकस करो, बाद में कभी मिलेगा मालूम नहीं है. क्लियर? चलो युक्तः कर्मफलं त्यक्त्वा शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्ठिकीम् अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते. युक्तः कर्मफलम् अयुक्तः कर्मफलं शान्तिमाप्नोति सक्तो बध्यते निबध्यते. Two options.
The person who takes karma phala as a prasada bhavana will not and is not attached to it, will not have any stress, will always be shanti, will not have any stress. But the person who does not do this will always have this bandhakatvam, patrikkaratvam,
Dukkha mishritatvam.
dukha mishritatvam.
Correct. Ayuktaha tribandhaha. He will have the three problems faced with it because it is going to attach to him very clearly. Correct. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste sukham vashi navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvan na karayan. Same. Again, the concepts are just coming again and again the same way. So, sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste. Manasa sanyasyaste. Detach the mind with all the karmas. Keep doing it. Don't say that I will kill a person and not attach my mind to it. No. The right karmas, which are karma yogas, which with Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, Prasada Bhavana, that karmas, do it without connecting your mind. Just do it. होते रहता है ये सब. Okay. Navadvare pure dehi. Dehi is the subject. Atma. Deha dehi, indweller. Navadvare pure is sitting in the city of 9 gates. That dehi naiva kurvan nakarayan is neither the doer nor the one who makes others do. Instigation. Karayan. Okay. Right. Na kartrutvam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu na karmaphala sayyogam swabhavastu pravartate. Na kartrutvam na karmani. No kartrutva bhavana. Lokasya srijati prabhu. Na karma phala sanyoga. Same. It is like submit to him, act upon, and take all the karma phala as prasada bhavana and don't get attached to it. Na karma phala sanyogam. Swabhavastu pravartate. The cause effect, that system will keep working. Why? It is so natural. If this is the cause, there is going to be an effect. That effect is there. Obviously, that cause is there. More than that, don't attach any value to it. Let that happen. Okay, if you put a mango seed, a mango tree will only come. If you see a jackfruit, obviously a jackfruit seed is put. If you see wrong karma phala coming, a wrong karma is gone in. More than that, what have you to think? That is happening. Just consider that and continue with what your focus is supposed to be. Don't get enamored by it. Don't get hooked on to it. Okay. Nadatte kasyachit pavam nachaiva sukritam vibhuhu ajnanena vratam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaha. Nadatte kasyachit papam nachaiva sukritam vibhuhu. What happened? आज पहला ही समरी ऐसा जाएगा बोलता तो सब छुट्टी मारते थे ना. चलो क्विकली कम ऑन. ज्ञाने न तु तदज्ञानं येषान्नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परम्. नादत्ते कस्यचित् पापं न चैव सुकृतं विभुः. Sukha and dukkha will not impact this particular person, because it is that ajnanena avrutam jnanam, that ajnana of sukha dukkha joining with the karma phala and superimposing on ourselves is the one which is creating the problem. Okay. Jnanena tu tad ajnanam yesham nashitam atmanaha. This ajnanam covering this jnanam, that jnana aham atma is already there. Because that aham iti sakshat is always there. Who is the doer? Who is the subject of all the karma? You know it is you. That you is not clear. Many a times we consider our mind and our buddhi and our ego together, our individuality together, and we sandwich it and say that that is me, aham, jivaha. The only thing is that has to get broken up and said that there is a capital I and there is a small I. That is where the difference. Manas and buddhi also easily we can understand that they are an instrument. But small I is difficult to understand. And that capital I is different and not, it's the akarta abhokta, and the small I is the karta bhokta. That is what we have to understand, and saying that this small I covers the capital I. And thereby deludes me from knowing that reality. I have that reality, I know it. It is like a small candle light covered with lead covering. No one from outside can even know that there is a candle with a light inside. That ajnanam is covering so much that inside Chetanam, bha, is not seen at all. Okay. Tad buddhayastadatmanan tannishta, correct na? Ha. Tad buddhayastadatmanan tannishtastatparayanaha gacchantya punaravritti jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. It's all karma yoga, huh? Tad buddhayaha, tad atmanaha, tannishta, tatparayanaha gacchanti punaha avrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. Wash off all the dirt with jnanam. Clean it up. Tad buddhayaha. Tad buddhayaha means tad is a pronoun here. Atmajnana. Atmajnana buddhi. Tattva buddhi. That tattva vittu mahabaho tad buddhayaha. Of that tad, that highest knowledge, tad atmanaha, tan nishtha, tat parayanaha. Gachanti punaravrittim. The moment you are into that and completely attaining that knowledge, it will clean up all the jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. It will wash off all the sins. What? Like how? Yathaidam sisamidhogni bhasmasat kurute arjuna jnanagnidagdha karmanam bhasmasat kurute tatha. Correct? Switched off. Again gone. Kya karega? I can't help it. Summary going on now. If I go in to explain this, then we will not move ahead. Refer to your notes. Vidya, because this ends here. Karma Yoga, for which Jnanam is the highest, and you end up the Karma Yoga to go to Jnanam. And what is the benefit of that? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Shwapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Okay. I Samadarshinaha sees singularity in plurality. That is the right way. Panditaha Samadarshinaha, Panditaha sees singularity in plurality. For this Golakam and Indriyam, plurality is there. But from the Atma Chakshushaha is only singularity. Atma, 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 not different, same Atma. From our own eyes, left hand, left leg, left fingers, left wrist, right fist. But Jnana Chakshusha, I. This is also I, this is also I, this is also I, this is also I. So, change the view from multiple to one. See singularity in plurality. Advitiya darshanam dvaitina. Clear? Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, yeah, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam is, yeah, but that is more of a, here, when you see plurality, look at the singularity in it. That considering the singularity manifested into plurality, that is coming from inside Suhridam. Here from outside it is visible, but don't go by that outside what is looks. Go and see the inner is what is the, yeah, it is going from out to in. Suhridam is coming from in to out. I already have that unified view, so that unified view is going to bring love to everyone the same way as much as I love myself. That is Suhridam. Okay, just the directions are different here. Okay. इहैवतैर्जितः सर्गः येषां साम्ये स्थितं मनः निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म तस्माद् ब्रह्मणि ते स्थिताः. So he says only there is one object. If you want that you have to be 100% in that, there is only one object called nirdosham hi samam brahma. It doesn't have any dosham, because the moment I know that there is a dosham in something, then if I try to aspire that, even I will have the dosham. The only one thing which doesn't have any dosham is nirdosham, samam brahma. Tasmad brahmani te sthitaha. Hence, you completely be established on that nirdosham hi samam brahma. Okay. Now he is entering the jnana yoga. From karma yoga, he is entering the jnana yoga. Then what you have to do? Na prahrishyet priyam prapya, no dvijet aprapya cha apriyam. Correct? Sthira buddhi rasammudaha brahmavid brahmani sthitaha. Do not fret for aprapye priyam prapya. Something which I like, and if I do not get it, do not fret for it. Something which I wanted and I got it, do not jump that your head will hit the ceiling. Okay, do not, na dveshti na kankshati. Don't get too much of happiness and too much sorrow. Try to get the middle path and be there. Okay. Sthira buddhihi asammudaha brahmavid brahmani sthitaha. Be sthira buddhihi. Only the person who is mudaha will jump. And brahmavid, one who is got that knowledge of Brahman, brahmani sthitaha. Why? Nirdosham hi samam brahma. That nirdoshatvam of Brahman, that samatvam of Brahman, once I have accepted is me, then my view for everything will become nirdoshaha, for everything will become samaha. Unless I have that, how will I be able to do it? Correct? Unless I possess that gold, how will you say it is my ornament, it is my... For that you have to possess it. So that gold view has to come in first. Then you can play around with everything, doesn't matter. Established on the gold view. Yehi sam sparshaja bahya sparshayeshwa saktatma vindatyatma niyat sukham sab brahma yoga yuktatma sukham akshayam ashnute. As much as a person who is in the external world enjoys thoroughly because of bahya sparsheshu, because of the 5 sense organs, karya karana sangata gives so much of a pleasure. Like that, brahma yoga yuktatma yogi is always reveling in that happiness at all times, 24/7, 365 days, always with akshaya sukham. It is called UPS. What is UPS? Uninterrupted. I didn't hear. What is UPS? Correct. You replace power by Purnatvam. Uninterrupted Purnatvam supply. From that Brahman you get uninterrupted Purnatvam. So Apurnatvam will never come. If Apurnatvam never comes, Kama krodha udbhavam vegam, bhayam will never come. When you have everything, then you will not crave for one small thing which you don't have. That will never be there. Okay, right? Ye hi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkayonaya evate adyantavantah kaunteya nateshu ramate buddhaha. See, apurnatvam, when you look at it, that has this problem. Adyantavantaha, all your anything which you are acquiring, if it is coming, it will go. So if you say, I acquired moksha, be sure moksha will go. So you never acquire moksha. Knowing that I am not that I, but I am that capital I, is already which is known to me, that is attaining moksha. It is as though attaining which already you know. Why you say that? Because till now my ajnanam was covering that knowledge, and I put effort to remove the ajnanam. That knowledge is clearly visible to me. That knowledge, when did I get? It was always there. Where is the question of me getting it? Aham, ahamiti sakshat, at all time it was there. I was not able to see it because of the covering. I put effort to remove the covering. I am able to see it. If I am able to see it, it is equivalent to I achieving moksha. So it is as though I achieve moksha. So if it is as though I achieve moksha, as though the moksha has gone. That also as though, doesn't matter then. Okay, if you say I got moksha, then moksha, that getting moksha will go. Why? Adyantavantah kaunteya. Hence, sparshaja bhogaha, to get lot of papad velne padte. To maintain, don't ask only. Agate dukkham, nashe dukkham, palane dukkham, dukkhameva dukkham. Correct? Lives and lives go in that. Like that, as much as you enjoy in this world with that incoming and outgoing sukha dukkham, atyantika anandaha, this person enjoys it like that. Because for an ajnani, the way we enjoy, if it is told, then only we will understand what it is. But the Upanishad tells that enjoyment in a very different way. It is not so small enjoyment, it is 10 raised to 12 times of your enjoyment, which you are talking of material enjoyment. Sa eko manusha anandaha. He did not go there. He just said that, okay, let us come back to our own scheme of things. जैसा ये खाना खाते टाइम इतना मज़ा आ रहा है, लेकिन खाना खाने के बाद वापस भूख लगता है तो ये मज़ा चला गया. Same way, if you are into samsparshaja bhogaha adyantavantaha, it will come and go. But if you are there in that anadi ananta sukha anandam, then there is nothing to come and go. You will always be in that. Okay, right. Then shaknoti haiva yasodum prak sharira vimokshanat. We started with this today. Correct? Before the end of this janma, kama krododbhavam vegam mokshanaha, you be a sukhi naraha. Correct? Yontas sukhontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevacha. Now these three shlokas are very clearly talking about the either various ways to reach there, or various mental states, how you are going there, or change in your attitudes, and you get into Brahma Nirvanam. Okay? And then this, all these are a game of the mind now. If you are saying that my mind has to be established there, then you have to work on this big instrument now. Otherwise this knowledge itself is not going to work. That instrument should be ready to work there. Why does the instrument not work there? It is very easy, na? Okay, I got this knowledge. No, I continue doing that. I continue applying it. In Atmajnanam, it doesn't work that way. Right? Why it doesn't do? Because it's very easy to say kama, krodha and bhaya, leave it. The moment you have completed telling that, before you even tell, the next kama is in your mind. Then what do you do with it? That means it needs to be tamed. It needs to be taken care of. That is why one full chapter is spent on that. And that's where the whole logic of coming to dhyana. So if you look at it, the first chapter is referring to what? Problems. The problems are related to buddhi or manas. Clear? Problem came at the manas. It impacted the buddhi. Then moha happened. And then the person was very clear that I will run away and go. Then there came a thought. If I run and go, that is also a papam. If I kill, that is also a papam. What should I do? That means running away is a papam came. Dharma Shastram was clearly there. Okay. Kshatriya not doing, pratyavaya papam is also there. Not doing your job is a papam. Running away from grihastha to sannyasashrama is another papam. Fighting and killing your near and dear ones is another papam. I am confused. मैं कुछ भी करेगा तो पापम ये मैं क्या करूँ? And that's where it starts. Sankhya Yoga comes first Jnanam, Atma Jnanam, and then Karma Yoga. Then Sthita Prajna. What is the benefit of Atma Jnanam? Is a Sthita Prajna. Lakshanams are told. Then what happened? He was confused. Said, you are talking of Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. Tell me one. I am lost. He says, no, both are required. For Pravritti Marga, Karma Yoga is big, followed by Jnana Yoga is big. For Nivritti Marga, small Karma Yoga, followed by very big Jnana Yoga. That's all. But both are required for both. And then he says, Karma is a very important aspect. It is not an easy one. It is quite a confusion in terms of understanding karma. So he starts giving that karma has to be done, how it has to be done. Correct? Many of your karmas, you do not know you are a part of this big cycle. And if you are the person who is breaking the cycle, you are a biggest thief. Stena eva saha, he said. Then for that he explained the cycle. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhavaha yajñad bhavati parjanyaha yajña karma samudbhavaha. He connected karma back to the yajña. That means all my karma is a reflection in the universe in terms of natural cycles, the way it is happening. If collectively karmas go wrong, the natural cycles get distorted. And we are all collectively responsible. If we can break it, we can make it. We can't say that our job is only breaking. Bhagavan's job is to make it. No. One day, if you break it, one day will come that you will have to put effort and extra effort, and many generations will go in making it. That's a law. So it will go that way. Like that, the nature will get its balance back. And like that it will go on. Then there was a very pertinent question. What is the thing which makes me break all this? Even if I don't want to indulge myself, it is pulling me. Okay. Anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojita. It is pulling me. And he says, Kama esha krodha esha rajo guna samudbhavaha. Where did this Kama and Krodha come? Where did it come? The neighbor's house. Again referring to that instrument only here. Are you able to understand? Second chapter referring to that instrument. Third chapter referring to that instrument. Fourth chapter, what happened? Exactly different. Sadhanas have been told. Jnana karma sannyasa yoga. Okay. So don't run away from that. You have to. Avatara Rahasyam has been told. Then he says, you have to do your karma. Continue with it with Ishwararpana Buddhi and Prasada Bhavana. Continue doing your karma very clearly. And for that various sadhanas have been told. And then he ends up saying Jnana sadhana is the biggest sadhana of all the sadhanas. Correct? How many sadhanas had been told? 12 sadhanas have been told. Summary of all chapters until now. Yaad aa raha hai? Like that, that thread has to keep running. Why are we doing it? Shloka after shloka, you can't forget that thread inside. Huh? Because that thread, sadhana is for what? Chitta Shuddhi is for what? Jnana Yoga comes where? Where does Jnana Yoga come? Ghutno mein. Where? Buddhi? How does it reach the Buddhi? Through the mind. Because if I hear what the Guru says, then it has to pass through this mind and then only it has to get analyzed in the Buddhi. In between one thought comes in the mind. No, but like this I will tell this teacher. Over, uske baad 5 lines whatever has told has gone. Samajh mein aa raha hai? So this manas is a very important aspect. So my jnanam also is in the manas. It's coming through the manas only. So that manas has to be purified. Fourth chapter is referring to that. Fifth chapter enters that way only, that what should I do? Should I do karma or should I do sannyasa? He says, no, there is no karma or sannyasa. It is with what focus in your mind you are doing is what makes sense. What is the sankalpa when you are doing it? It is bhoktaram or yoga. What is your sankalpa? Irrespective of whichever ashrama you may be there, doesn't matter. Your mind should be completely detached and connected to the higher one. Connected to that Atma, then everything works. So completely fifth chapter is now talking about mind only now. How the mind should be there even for a sannyasi and for a karma yogi. Correct? What is the benefit of that? इतना मन का बारे में बोला तो भाई वो मन को कैसा मैनेज करे. Correct? Like Adi Shankara mentions in Shivananda Lahiri. Oh God, you have everything. What should I gift you? You have got everything. This whole Brahmanda belongs to you. So there is nothing which doesn't belong to you. What can I give you? When you go to meet someone, you'll think, now what is useful to that person? What is meaningful to that person? Let me gift. So like that, when he is going to Kailasa, he is thinking, what should I give this Bhagavan? What does he not have? He has got everything. Then suddenly he gets an idea. He says, I am sure one thing he doesn't have. He doesn't have my mind. Because it is going here and there and never on him. So let you take my mind and keep it with you. Don't leave it at any point of time. That wavering mind is something which requires a sadhana. Just how much ever jnanam you will get, the mind is chanchalaha, markataha, it will keep jumping. Only sadhana can make it very firm. How much ever knowledge you have, it is of no use unless you do the sadhana to establish it where you want. And that requires time to tame that mind. And this complete aspect of taming the mind is a very beautiful way which Patanjali Rishi has brought to us in terms of yoga. So Bahiranga Yoga moving to Antaranga Yoga, the Antaranga Yoga having three major steps which is called Samyama. That Samyama word is three things together: Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samyuktaha, Samyogaha. Samyama it is called. That Samyama is what is very clearly required to get that mind eligible for the next sadhana, which is Jnana Yoga. Chitta Shuddhi means making the mind pure and establishing it where it needs to be there and being there without wavering. That comes in pre-jnanam and is also used in post-jnanam. In pre-jnanam it is eligibility, in post-jnanam it is viparyaya nivaranam. In pre-jnanam, purification is an eligibility to get for jnanam, but if you have got jnanam and still mind is not established, then you have to work to establish the mind, which is called nididhyasana. Okay, here I aspire to reach there, there I be there to ensure that I am established. So nididhyasana and upasana are two different things. Upasana gives me an eligibility, nididhyasana establishes me. Upasana is without the knowledge, nididhyasanam is with the knowledge. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है? निदिध्यास upasana is knowing the would-be spouse before marriage. That is upasana. But living with that person after 5 years and both together taking life ahead is nididhyasana. Knowing completely and then aligning together is nididhyasanam. But pre-marriage, oh, I know this person, that is upasana. Let's be clear. Huh? So if upasana is very good, nididhyasanam is not required. If there is no upasana, all the best. And only upasana and jnanam will end up in divorce without nididhyasanam. 100%. Yeah? See, there is no question of give and take relationship before the marriage. Huh? All are ready to give. The day marriage is over, सब अपना हक का बात करने शुरू करते. That is why you say, na, before marriage you were like this, after marriage you have changed so much. I was waiting for the marriage only. I was waiting for the marriage only. Now come nididhyasanam, देखो अभी कितना मेल होता है देखेगा. Correct ना? So nididhyasanam is that knowing it very well, then being with it and joining and making it happen is nididhyasanam. And that is tougher. That is tougher. Here you can escape. शादी नहीं किया तो escape हो गया इधर से. But इधर there is no way to go back. इधर नहीं है. ज्ञानम हो गया. Then you have completed your what is that? Shravanam and Mananam is over. Now, जाने दो. I think I will drop this Vedanta. Huh? It is impossible. It is impossible. Because you will not pardon yourself for wasting so much of time. Unless You very clearly have something where you are convinced that that is the right thing for me. But without this, इसको छोड़ दूँ बाद में देखेगा बोलेगा तो no one does that way ना. Divorce कब करेगा? Only when you know that the other side or something else is there better than this, then you go for divorce. If you do not know where the other side, उससे अच्छे इधर साथ में झेल के रहेंगे बस हुआ है कि नहीं? Most of the cases that is the way. चलो ये झेलते हैं अभी आ गया भाग में तो लिख दिया तो झेल के जाते. Like that, there is no scope for changing in Nididhyasana. See, these are easy ways to understand. That's all. Don't compare these things. Huh? Not exact comparison. It's just some ideas to make it light that effort is required. Sadhanas are required. Commitment is required. Very firm commitments are required. Then it starts working. If it is just at a very superficial level, it won't work. Because then it's easy to live. Then it is upasana. 4 दिन बेटा छोड़ो दूसरा छोड़ो कल करेंगे ध्यान कल बैठ के करेंगे चलो कल करेंगे और कल कभी आता ही नहीं है. निधिध्यासनम वैसा नहीं है. Because that has to start working. Is it clear? And hence that mind purification is what the 6th chapter is going to talk about. How to achieve it? There are going to be 5 aspects of it. 5 aspects of dhyana. Dhyana is culturing your mind, taming your mind so that it does exactly what you want and it doesn't do what it wants to do. Right? Then Bahiranga sadhana, Antaranga sadhana. 2 things. What is external preparation is one. The other one is Antaranga sadhana, Vishesha sadhana, specific what you need to do at that time. Then Dhyana Lakshanam. How to do this dhyana. Then Dhyana Phalam. Why do you do dhyana? What is the benefit of doing dhyana? Dhyana Phalam. And the 5th one is Dhyana Badha. What are the things which will actually stop, create obstacles in you for doing dhyana and how to handle it. Clear? All this are coming in the 6th chapter. The only thing is it is tuned at different places. We need to probably connect it and put it together. It is not going logically. Many things are like few are sitting here, few are sitting there. But overall the 6th chapter consists of all these 5 areas, which we will start in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavada. Ask.